Right, thank you. So I'm going to talk today about AI, what we've done in AI over the last 12 months, and also how it is tied into analytics. And we're going to talk about what we're going to do over the next 12 months as well. So let's go on to, do I have a clicker? Okay, just wanted to give you a reminder. When I presented this to you last year, about 12 months ago, I talked about DARE. DARE is a framework that we came up with about 10 years ago. It's how do you use analytics effectively. And what D stands for is you collect the data. D stands for data. A stands for analyzing the data. R stands for recommendations that come from that analysis. And E stands for the execution of those recommendations. And if you don't do E, then you waste a lot of time and money on D, A, and R. And that's where a lot of people fall down in the industry, is the execution of recommendations that they bring in consultants. Consultants give them lots of recommendations. They don't execute them. Why? Because they can't afford them. They don't have the time. They don't have the expertise. Now, we see AI as being quite key. It's bringing in new tools that will help with that execution of those recommendations. So what have we done in the last 12 months in analytics? Gillian gave an excellent presentation on the analytics, and Orla gave an excellent presentation on how Jason uses analytics as well. He goes in about 20 times a day, he says, to look at the analytics. And I was talking to some other clients last night, and they say they look at the analytics because even stuff that they're not doing, they can spot trends. Someone else has done something in the industry because they can see spikes in their analytics. So it's a great platform there, and Gillian gave an excellent presentation on that. And now that's all available to everybody in the room. What did we do? We had to build a new data warehouse behind every website. So all your websites have about 1,000 tables behind them, covering data across all different date ranges. And what that meant is now that you can run reports across different date ranges. You can run comparison reports as well. Now what happens is we do a batch job every night, so your reports are valid up to midnight last night. So every night we process the latest data into those tables. And so when you come in the next morning, you can run all these reports right up to midnight the night before. Now, you've seen the new dashboard, you've seen the new reports on Gillian's presentation. What it means now, we've also married that with our caching mechanism, which means that all those analytics databases, they might be spread across thousands of tables, but we can access them in real time in a split second through our caching technology, which means that we are able to deliver new tools to you over the next couple of months, the next couple of years, that uses that analytics. And similarly, as new AI tools come out on the market, we can deliver all your information to those AI tools within a fraction of a second. So we're in a very nice position for analytics-led functionality, but also AI-led functionality. So over the next 12 months, Gillian showed you the main reports. The main reports that we gave you this year are just the initial reports. They're data that you don't have anywhere else. We didn't give you reports that you have in Google Analytics or on your email platforms. We said we'll start with the base reports. These are really, in my opinion, the most valuable reports. And so we're going to be rolling out lots more reports over the next couple of months, next couple of years. So you'll just get, every few months, you'll get new reports added to that, to the analytics platform. What have we done in AI over the last 12 months? Still very new. AI has been around for 50 years, but in the last 2 years there was a major shift where it went front and center, and rightly so. It's a new revolution. Still on the early stages, so we have been right there from the start. We've done a lot of research and development in the last 12 months. We have attended lots of conferences, we've lots of webinars. We have developed a lot of skills in what's called prompt engineering. You're using prompts every day, but there's a skill to using it effectively. It's a very fast development tool. ChatGPT and all these GPTs are much more powerful than you actually know. They really are powerful. We've done experiments in model training. There's an example here on the screen where there's actually a little virtual system. You might see that. So on the dashboard, you don't see this. We're just experimenting with it at the moment, and I'll explain in a reason why now in a minute. But when we log into your website, we actually have a virtual assistant comes down the right, and we have it trained in eCommerce. So I've asked it a question there, an example, can you help me doing segments in MailChimp? And it's come back with how to do it in MailChimp, but it's also given you a list of all the links to the articles in eCommerce on how to do it as well. So we're still experimenting with that virtual assistant. We've looked a lot, there's lots of third parties. Everybody is doing AI at the moment. There's AI tools coming out every week, really impressive stuff. So we're constantly watching that. You're watching that as well in your day-to-day. ChatGPT is really impressive, really effective. This Copilot is the same. There's lots of other measures doing their own virtual assistant engine as well. We've looked at using it for blogs. We've looked at it for using code writing. We've looked at it for automating voice, for video, for product images and graphics. It's really powerful. Very impressive tools there. What's our plan for the next 12 months? Now, we've done a lot of trials, and some of the results are really impressive, but sometimes it's dangerously wrong. And that's the scary thing about AI, that it always thinks it's right, but you can't take it 100% for granted. So that's why we're only going to release stuff to you when we're sure that it's going to be accurate. And some of the results are really cool, but you actually don't really need them. They're just cool and nice to have. The next 12 months, we're going to continue with the R&D, and we're going to continue looking at third parties, and we're going to keep rolling out new stuff to you all the time. Now, this is one thing that's available to everybody in the room from today. It's called an AI product description generator. So this is a very useful tool that's an AI. So we've rolled it out to everybody. You all have access to this now. What you will see on when you're editing the product description, this is an AI tool for generating your product description. So when you go in to edit your product description, which you all do, and it takes up a lot of your time, you'll see this new button called Ava Description Generator. Ava stands for AI Virtual Assistant. So you're going to see Ava popping up all the time. That's what we call her. She's a virtual assistant, and she's called Ava. So one of the apps that we've delivered to everybody in the room from today onwards is Description Generator. So on the right side of the screen, you'll see there's a typical, it's Nivea Men's Sensitive Face Wash product. And there's a blue box there that you're familiar with. You type in the long description. It might take you 30 minutes to do. What you can do now is you can press that button and it'll open out, like on the right side of the screen. It will give you a box where you can put in some keywords and features, and you can pick a tone and you click generate. When you click generate, it's going to look at the brand and it's going to look at the product title. And if you put in two keywords, you don't have to, but if you do, it's going to put them together, and depending on the tone that you pick, it's going to actually write the product description to you within about 10 seconds. Now, what's it doing in those 10 seconds? AI has downloaded the whole internet. So it might have seen men's shaving face cream on about 100,000 websites. It's downloaded the whole internet, and it knows it backwards. It knows it instantly. So when I click generate on that button, it looks at 100,000 websites with men's sensitive face wash for Nivea as a brand, and it merges all the content together, and it will come up with a product description. Now, again, it's not 100% accurate, so you can edit it and then approve it and save it, or you can cancel it and you can click it again. Every time you press that button, it will actually come up with a different description each time, which is great for SEO. So I put in this description, so I know it's men's sensitive face wash. I put in keywords, get you fresh first thing in the morning, and stops you aging, and I spelled aging wrong. So when I press generate, it goes off for 10 seconds, and then it came up with this description, which if you look at the second bullet point, it actually fixed my spelling mistake. It says help stops aging signs. And in the first and second paragraph, it says it's time to revitalize you in the morning. So it's going to put it together. So it's very simple, and hopefully that job that might have taken you 30 minutes will now go down to 2 minutes. That's a perfect example of where an AI tool is going to help you with your day-to-day job. So you can experiment around with it, have a bit of fun. Even in the tone, I picked playful in this example, and I just said makes you more attractive, and I click generate. And what did it come up with? It says, whether you're gearing up for a big day or simply refreshing after a long night, this face wash has your back and face. With its gentle cleansing properties, it removes dirt and blah, blah, blah. It's really powerful and impressive, so you can have lots of fun. And again, it's just like, it just fills it in for you. You can click cancel if you don't like it. You can edit and save it, or you can cancel and try again and see what comes up. Play around with the tone and play around with the features. So that's the update on everything. We have a new analytics platform in place. We have a new AI platform now in place for you. New dashboard and reports are now available. More reports come in the next 12 months. We've got the first AI app now live for you. Everybody has it now in the room, and there'll be more apps to come over the coming months and coming years as well. Okay.